The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, our continuing coverage of the 1978 professional football season. And welcome again. Today we have, there's two games left to be played in Week 13. We'll have Washington and Dallas from Thanksgiving Day 1978 for you. Next, it's simple. If Dallas wins, they go to 12-1. They win the NFC East, and they'll have clinched home field all the way through the playoffs. The road to Miami looks like it's going to go through Dallas, but the Redskins can win to go to 9-4. That actually would clinch them a wild card spot. Imagine that. Cowboys and Redskins can't be wild cards together. But that's pretty much the playoff situation in the NFC. Chicago has moved to 8-5. They have a 2-game lead now in the NFC Central with 3 weeks left. The Rams moved to 6-1. They now have a half-game lead or a 1-win lead over New Orleans and Atlanta in the NFC West. San Francisco's out of it. Detroit, Green Bay, and Minnesota are all kind of hanging on for dear life at 6-7, but they need the Bears to lose. The Bears beat Tampa Bay by 21-20. Philadelphia still has an outside shot at a wild card. They are 7-6. They beat the Cardinals 13-10. So Washington and Philadelphia looks like that's the probable playoff matchup. Dallas and Washington, besides big arch rivals, are also on a collision course to play in the NFC divisional playoff game at Dallas. The AFC Patriots have won. They have clinched a tie for the AFC East. They are in the playoffs at 11-2. Miami, with their 16-7 win over the Jets, go to 8-5, but they're not guaranteed anything. Buffalo, Baltimore, and the Jets are out. Pittsburgh, because they won, they beat San Francisco 52-3, and how the hell did that guy have money in that game? I don't know. They're 10-2-1. Cleveland loses to the Rams 23-20. They are now 9-4. Houston and Cincinnati holding on at 7-6. AFC West, Denver, they beat Detroit on our Thanksgiving Day special. They hold a half-game lead over the Chiefs, and the Chargers are right behind at 7-5. That's the game we'll have for you Thursday. But for now, it's the Cowboys and the Redskins from Irving. Next on Retro Sports Network. And the Cowboys are favored by 8. A absolutely drop-dead gorgeous day at Texas Stadium. The Cowboys have won the toss. They will receive 69 degrees and very windy, 15 to 25 miles an hour. But it's Danny White as the quarterback today for Dallas and not Roger Staubach. Oh? Staubach will miss this week. So we'll see. So he'll miss this start. He's had a magnificent replay. 185 for 289 on the year with a 64% completion percentage and 2,500 yards. So Dallas turns it over to Danny White, who has not had a great year. He came in last week against New Orleans and went 6 for 16 for 42 yards and a touchdown. And so Danny White is the quarterback for the Cowboys. They're not in blue. They are in their white with the silver helmet and the silver pants. The Redskins are in red with the red helmet, burgundy helmet, and white pants, and they're kicking left to right. Johnson, the deep man for Dallas, stands on his 8. Brinson and Blackwell are on their 15. Washington is kicking into the wind as we get this one started at high noon. Taken by Johnson at the 14 to the 20, 25-yard line before he is knocked down by Harris. And so Dallas starts this game at their own 25-yard line. Tony Dorsett and Robert Newhouse, the setbacks behind Danny White. Tony Hill and Drew Pearson are the wide receivers. Billy Joe Dupree is the tight end. We wish you, glad that you are with us on this Thanksgiving game. Hope you're enjoying your leftovers. Not sure how Staubach got hurt, but this is a big audition for Danny White in his future because a birdie tells me that next year will be Staubach's last year. Dorsett off tackle left on the first play from scrimmage from the 25. He gets to the 30 down the sidelines, first down and more, before Lavender makes a tackle at the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 for Dallas on 1st and 10. And yes, I'm going to be eating lunch and call the game at the same time. Normally, there's no one watching live anyway. Normally, I do that before I come on, but I had an appointment, and so I'm going to have lunch. You're going to have lunch. My wife's going to have lunch. We're all having lunch and watching football. Ooh, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Their own 40. Tony Dorsett, Robert Newhouse. Drew Pearson is on the far side. Tony Hill is on the near side. The line for Dallas, Rayfield Wright is the left tackle, the Hall of Famer. Tom Rafferty is the left guard. John Fitzgerald is a very good center. The strength of the Dallas line is on the right side. Herbert Scott, the right guard. Pat Donovan, the right tackle. And Billy Joe Dupree is the tight end and is also a decent blocker. Newhouse off tackle right from the 40. Gets across the line of scrimmage, and that's about it before Ron McDowell makes a tackle at the 41-yard line. Rayfield Wright with the bad tackle, or the bad block. Defensively for Washington, from left to right, Ron McDowell is the left defensive end. The Skins play a 4-3. Big Dave Butts, the defensive tackle. Dyron Talbert is the other defensive tackle. And Coy Bacon, who played for the Bengals after a while, is the right defensive end. The linebackers, Mike Curtis is on the outside left. Harold McClinton fills up the middle. Looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, doesn't he? And Brad Dusick is the right outside linebacker. Gerald Williams is your left corner. Joe Lavender is the right corner. And the safety's Ken Houston. He's the all-world strong safety. And Jake Scott, who's not bad himself, is the free safety. 2nd and 9 for Dallas. Early first quarter. Dorsett on a pitch to the near side. They'll run to the strong side. And he gets across the line of scrimmage and across midfield. 45. Lavender with the tackle. Not before Dorsett gets a big gain to 16. So Pat Donovan, the left tackle, is responsible for the big hole. And Dallas has it 1st and 10 from the Washington 43. White will try his first pass of the game. Medium slant to Drew Pearson. Danny is rushed. He throws. He's got Pearson open for a first down across the 30, 25-20. And Houston makes the tackle at the 20-yard line, a gain of 23. And it's 1st and 10 again for Dallas. 4 plays, 55. They can't see you. There's no one watching. You see up there it says viewers? It says 0. 4 plays, 55 yards for the Cowboys. Newhouse on a trap to the far side. From the 20, gets a block. Gets about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 from the Washington 16-yard line. Dallas is 11-1 on the replay. Yeah, I'll take a bite.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you can put some of that on there, too.
Yeah.
They're 8-4 coming in the game. 11-1 in the replay. 8-4 in real life. 2nd and 6. Dorsett on a sweep to the right. And he gets across to the 15-yard line before Talbot knocks him down at the 14. A gain of 2. So it'll be 3rd and 4 from the Cowboys on the opening series of the game. It's Danny White in for the injured Roger Staubach. The New Orleans Saints injured Staubach last week. He'll be back next week. And we'll have, as I take a bite of food, Staubach will play next week. Newhouse out of the short flat from the 14. White throws, and he dumps it down to Dorsett. It's incomplete. How you doing, Al? Al's listening from work. I'm having my lunch and trying to play at the same time. Sarah's here doing her Phyllis George impression. Doesn't have Phyllis's hair. So 4th and 4 for Dallas, and they're going to go for the field goal. 81% chance of making this. They have the win. This will be from 31 yards for Septien. White will hold. Septien's kick is drifting left, but it's good. Say hello. Just say hi.
Hi.
So Phyllis interrupts. It's 3-0 Dallas on the field goal. So it'll be Green back for Washington to return as I take a bite of food. If you missed the pregame, the situation is this. Dallas wins, they win the division, and they clinch home field for the entire playoffs. So they would host the divisional game, which was a given, and they would, if they win their divisional game, probably against Washington, they will host the NFC Championship game. Septien boots it away, and the Redskins will take a knee 7 yards deep. Joe Theismann is the quarterback for Washington. John Reagans and Mike Thomas are the setbacks. Buggs and McDaniel are the wide receivers, and former Cowboy Gene Fugit is the tight end. Riggins will sweep it to the far side from the 20-yard line, and he gets a block. He gets it to the 25 before Too Tall Jones makes the hit after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for Washington from their own 25. Mike Thomas and John Riggins are the setbacks. Danny Buggs, B-U-G-G-S, is the far side receiver. And John McDaniel is the near side receiver. Thomas on a pitch to the near side from the 25. He gets a block. He's going to get a first down. Jethro Pugh was, nope, just short. They measure. Washington thought he had it. They didn't. Just short. Right, thingy going off every time I say Washington. So 3rd and inches for the Skins on their own 30. Trap left for Riggins. And John gets a block. He gets across the line of scrimmage. It's a first down. It's a gain of 2. Bob Bruning makes a tackle. Let's meet the offensive line for the Redskins. George Stark is the left tackle. Ron Saul, the left guard. Bob Kuziel is the center. Dan Nugent is the right guard. Terry Hermerling is the right tackle. And Gene Fugit in his cowboy uniform is the tight end. 1st and 10 for DC from their own 32. Medium slant to Buggs from Theismann. Theismann is back. He is blitzed. He rolls. He tries for Fugit, but Harvey Martin hit him as he threw, and it's incomplete. So the line does kind of its job. It's 2nd and 10. Riggins sweep right to the near side from the 32. Gets a block. Gets it nearly to the 40-yard line. Before D.D. Lewis makes the tackle. 3rd and 3 from the Washington 39. Riggins trap right. Across the 40, but no more. D.D. Lewis with a stop after a gain of 1. And Washington will punt on 4th and 2. We'll meet the Cowboy defense the next time through. So their punter is Mike Bragg. He'll stand on his own 25. Johnson and Hill, the return men from the Cowboys. This should be a short punt. Washington going into that 20-mile-an-hour wind. Fielded at the 23 to the 25. Flag is down. McDowell knocks down Johnson.
Receiving team.
But Charlie Waters had the illegal block. And so Dallas starts this drive from their own 12-yard line. First quarter, 7:57, as we all have lunch together. This is Retro Sports Network. I don't know if you're a hot sauce fan or not, but my wife bought a bottle of, you're not late, just the start of things, Dave. Thanks Red Hot with chili and lime, and it's wonderful on a Dunkin' Donuts wrap. So it's Dorsett and Newhouse, and if you just joined us, it's Danny White in for the injured Roger Staubach at quarterback. Staubach was injured against the Saints, but Danny White seems to be capable for the job. Dorsett on a sweep to the left from the 12-yard line. He gets across to the 15 before McClinton knocks him down. It's a gain of 3. Redskins blitz and double Drew Pearson. So Dorsett, 4 carries for 36 yards already. Good start for the Cowboys. 3-0. First quarter. Hill on a medium cross from White. White back to throw. Has protection, has time. He's got Hill for the 25, 30. Lavender with a tackle right at the 30-yard line. A gain of 15. If you just put sauce on the other one, I can do that myself, and you don't have to stay. Okay? All right. It's up to you. So 1st and 10 from the Cowboys from their own 30-yard line. Newhouse on a trap right, and he gets a block and keeps his legs moving, and Talbert knocks him down at the 33. So 3 carries for 8 yards for Newhouse, and Talbert has 2 tackles. 2nd and 7 for Dallas. 69 degrees, a beautiful Thanksgiving afternoon. Wind with Dallas is going left or right to left at 15 to 25. Dorsett off tackle right, but Washington saw something they didn't like, and they'll call timeout. And I'll take a bite of food. 6:09 to go, first quarter, 3-0 Dallas. They should have ran the play. They had Dorsett doubled. Instead, it's an off tackle left to Tony. From the 33, he gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. A generous spot at the 34. Dusick with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Dallas. 6 minutes to go. White looks for Billy Joe Dupree on a short slant. Washington blitzes. White moves around. He finds Dorsett instead of the 35. Dorsett gets across the 40. Tackled at the 41 by McClinton, and it's a gain of 7. It's a first down. And so the one thing that Dallas will have to adjust to this afternoon is that White does not have Staubach's ability to scramble. He's not immobile. He's not a statue, but he's not even late 70s Staubach. Fresh set of downs. Newhouse on a trap to the left side. Gets across the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Coy Bacon makes a tackle after a gain of 2. And, as you hear me eating, it's a bacon, egg, and cheese wrap. So it's a Coy bacon, egg, and cheese wrap. How about that? We already did the hot sauce bit. So 2nd and 8 from the Dallas 43. Dorsett trap left. He gets the ball. He gets across the 45. Gets a block. Bacon makes a tackle after a gain of 5. So 3rd and 3. We go under 4 minutes to go. Here in the first quarter. Preston Pearson now joins White in the backfield. Three receivers, Hill, Drew Pearson, and Johnson. And this is a run all the way. I'll tackle right for Preston Pearson. The give to Preston is across midfield, the first down and more into Washington territory. Talbert is the blob you see hurt for Washington. He's out for the game. Might be done for the year. Brooks comes in to play defensive tackle. Perry Brooks. He's a 4 against the run and a 4 overall. First and 10 for the Cowboys. 3:18 to go, first quarter. And they'll stay with 3 wide receivers for this play. Preston Pearson on a short flat. White has to scramble, and he's hit behind the line by McClinton. It's a loss of 4. So the first sack, crowd doesn't like it. Lots of people here. It's a full house here in Dallas. Second and 14 for the Cowboys. Double tight end set. Tom Landry says the door set. Pitch it to the left. So that's the play call. And Dorsett gets it behind the line. It gets it across midfield, and Bacon will make the tackle at the 48. So no gain on the play, 3rd and 14. And they'll go 3 wide again. Yeah, injuries are kind of tough. But you can change the setting at the beginning of the season to make them... I forget what mine is set at. I don't think I can look here. No. And it's been a help. It's been a help. 3rd and 14. So Butch Johnson on a long slant. Washington blitzes. They're right on the White already. White will get it off. Houston deflects it and can't pick it off. So they forced a punt. 1:52 to go in the first quarter. Out comes the punter. Danny White, as a matter of fact. He's back to punt. Such a versatile player. Green will be back to return for Washington. White stands on his own 35. Punts with the wind. Gets this one off. Taken by Green at the... Oh, it's going to roll for a touchback. 48-yard punt. Finish my lunch. And so a good series by the Redskins defense. And now the Butterflies are gone from the holiday. Let's see what Theismann can do here in a second series. McDaniel on a medium slant from the 20. Theismann has time. He looks, he throws. Barnes with the interception for Dallas. Returns it to the 24-yard line. Benny Barnes with his 3rd pick of the year. And so Dallas sets up shop at the Washington 24. 1:41 to go in the first quarter, and they have the wind. White, this is going to be a 1-play drive attempt. Hill on a long cross. White back to throw, but he looks. He's got Dorsett open at the 20, and Tony will be tackled right there. A gain of 5, so they'll spot it at the 19. 2nd and 5 for the Cowboys. Good play by White to dump it off when he didn't have anybody open. Newhouse, trap right from the 19, and he has stood right up at the line of scrimmage. Lorch, Carl Lorch, the right defensive end, makes the stop. 53 seconds, 3rd and 5, clock running. Dupree, short slant. White, blitzed again. Dallas protects. Dupree has a first down to inside the 10 to the 7-yard line before Ken Houston makes the tackle. 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And after 1, it's Dallas 3, Washington nothing. All right, gotta take a pill, baby. Yeah. All right, so all the food is in me now. Okay. Hey. Johnny B, how you doing? How was your holiday? First and goal for the Cowboys from the Washington 7. Conventional split back set for Dallas. Dorsett. Sweep left to the near side. Gets a block, gets across to the 5-yard line. Bacon with a tackle at the 4. A gain of 3. And second and goal for the Cowboys at the 4-yard line. They'll go 2 tight end set. Smith joins Dupree. Jackie Smith. Dorsett and Newhouse Hill's the only wide receiver. Newhouse pitch to the near side. Hopes to run it behind the tight end from the 4, and that didn't work. Bacon sniffed that out all the way. They actually keyed on Dorsett and knocked him down at the 4-yard line. So third and goal from the Washington 4. 3-0 Dallas. Opening minute of the second quarter. They go back to 2 wide receivers. Drew Pearson on a short slant. White has time. He's got Pearson, and Pearson has a touchdown. So the interception by Barnes sets up the touchdown by Drew Pearson. And so with 13:41, okay, I found the sweetener in it all the way. Okay, here comes the extra point. Septien now into the wind, boots it through. With 13:41 to go in the first half, it is Dallas 10, Washington nothing. So Green is back. Thank you, darling. For the moment. Yep. Yeah, I know. Green back to return it. Forte and Anderson are the upmen for Washington. Septien is ready. And he boots this into the wind. Taken at the 8 by Green to the 20. 25-30. Hegman with a tackle.
Receiving team.
But Ken Houston held on the return. And so they'll give it to Washington on the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Redskins. They trail 10-0. If they hope to win the division, this is a game they have to win. Dallas will win the division with a win. Riggins off tackle left. And he gets to the 15-yard line. 16-yard line before Bob Bruning made the stop. We still haven't introduced the Dallas defense. Let's correct that mistake. From left to right, Too Tall Jones is that left defensive end. Jethro Pugh is that one defensive tackle. Randy White, the all-world defensive tackle, is the other one. Excuse me. And Harvey Martin is the right defensive end. The 3 linebackers, Thomas Henderson is on the left side. Bob Bruning is in the middle. And D.D. Lewis is on the outside. Aaron Kyle is your left corner. Benny Barnes is your right corner. He had that big interception. Cliff Harris is the strong safety. And Charlie Waters is the free safety. So you've met everybody. Off tackle to Mike Thomas on the right side at the 16, and he gets it to the 20-yard line before Harvey Martin makes the tackle. Jethro Pugh is shaken up. And he is done. Stalls. Dave Stalls comes in for Jethro Pugh. And Pugh's done for the game. 3rd and 3. Riggins on a sweep to the far side. Flag is down. He has the first down. He gets to the 25-yard line. Jones with a stop.
Offense.
But the offense held. It's Nugent. And Jack Pardee is not a happy camper. 3rd and 13. Hope you're all settling in after the long holiday weekend and all that paperwork today for some of you. But 2 games this week. The other game is on Thursday, San Diego and Kansas City. And then next week, Al, next Tuesday, Dallas and New England. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it. 3rd and 13, 3 wide receivers coming in for Washington. Thompson is the 3rd receiver for DC. And he'll sit at the far left. Bugs on a medium slant. Theismann will try to throw it. He dumps it down to Thomas at the 10, and he's knocked right down by Henderson after a gain of 3. So the Doomsday defense can sniff the importance of this, or the turkey wafting from the rafters. And so it's 4th and 10. Washington has had it 3 times, and they've not even sniffed the entire side of the Dallas side of the field. So Mike Bragg comes out to punt. He'll stand in his end zone. Johnson and Hill are the returnmen. Washington has the win. This is a great punt. Fielded at the 37-yard line. It's a fair catch, as a matter of fact. And it's a 50-yard punt. So Butch Johnson can't do anything with it. And with 11:55, Danny White and company come back out with the football. Remember, just the wind shifts, not the location. So Dallas will be going right to left. Sorry to hear about your back, Johnny. And once again, thanks for the kind words. So Dorsett and Newhouse the setbacks, Hill and Pearson the wide receivers, Dupree the tight end. And Danny White's thinking this is easy. He's 6 for 8 for 66 yards. Newhouse, trap right from the Dallas 37, and he gets it across to the 39 before Brad Dusick makes the tackle at the 39-yard line. Washington's defense must step up. They've got to create a turnover here. It's going to be hard to do because this team is good. Newhouse, 7 carries for 12 yards. Dorsett trapped to the left from the 39. He gets it across the 40, has room to the 45. Bacon with a tackle and a good spot gives Dallas a first down. So Dorsett, 9 carries for 53 yards. And the Cowboys are sitting pretty on their own 47. The distraction of being a national TV game hasn't gotten to the Cowboys. They have put the nose to the grindstone in hopes to do better than that last-second walk-off win at RFK earlier in the year. A game we had right here on Retro Sports Network. Hill on a medium hitch. White is blitzed. He throws. Oh, that was not a good throw. Lavender was all over Hill. McClinton is the one that comes out, the middle linebacker, and Hover. Don Hover comes in. 10.5 to go in the half. 10-0 Dallas, 2nd and 10 from their own 47. Dorsett off tackle right from midfield, and he crosses into Washington territory. Curtis makes the stop after a gain of 6, and McClinton checks back in. I thought that was an interception as well. 3rd and 4. So White in a throwing situation here. Dallas has run it 18 times for 79 yards. Dorsett 10 for 59. Dupree on the short cross. White back to throw. He finds Dupree for a first down, immediately tackled by Houston after a gain of 6. So Dupree 2 catches for 18, and White 7 for 10 now for 72. 1st and 10 for Dallas from the Washington 41. Long slant to Tony Hill. White rushed. He dumps it down to Newhouse, and that's incomplete. So White picked up the blitz. Actually, there was no blitz. Perry Brooks with a hurry, as a matter of fact. Redskins played tight, and they hurried White. Newhouse will pitch it to the far side from White, and he gets across the 40, close to the 35. They'll spot it at the 36. Mike Curtis with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 5. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Remember, though, you're trading with yourself, Dave. Yeah, that would be fun. Dave says I'm going to put Stabler on the Patriots in 76 and see what happens. So 3rd and 5 for Dallas from the Washington 36-yard line. They are not in field goal range with the wind. They're kicking into a 20-mile-an-hour wind here in the second quarter. So Drew Pearson on a medium slant. White has kind of rushed. He looks around. He throws. Harris deflects it, and Scott intercepts it. Across the 40, 45-yard line. Jake Scott, his 5th interception of the year, and that's a big one. Not only that, he got 25 yards on the return. So let's watch this one again. White wasn't quite sure, and he overthrew his receiver, and Jake Scott picked it up. And so Washington starts this drive with 8:17 to go on their own 49-yard line. They trail 10-0 here in the second quarter. Riggins and Thomas behind Theismann. Trap left to Riggins. And he gets across midfield, but that's about it. Randy White makes the stop after a gain of 2. I would think that Stabler on the 76 Pats would be a hoot. I would think a real kicker out on any Patriots team before Adam Vinatieri would be a real hoot, too. 10-0 Dallas. 2nd and 8. Ball on the Dallas 49. Mike Thomas off tackle right. Nope. Screen to Riggins on the audible. Dallas blitzes. Theismann rolls. He will... I don't know what the heck that was. Theismann thought he was back in the CFL. He tried to run an option play. And that was a terrible pass. And John Riggins, who was never quiet about much of anything, gives Theismann an earful. And now it's 3rd and 8. So Thomas is the lone setback. Bugs, McDaniel, and Thompson, the wide receivers. Bugs on a short hitch on 3rd and 8. Theismann again is under pressure. Dumps it down to Thomas to the 45. He gets a first down inside the Dallas 40. A gain of 9. So the Redskins have the win in Mark Mosley's good leg. 1st and 10 from the Dallas 40. Halfway through the second quarter, Riggins comes back in. And they'll go off tackle to the left side with John. From the 40, doesn't get much of anything. Bob Bruning makes the tackle at 38, a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 for Washington. They trail 10-0. Al, you love Steve Grogan? I never would have guessed that. And Johnny Theismann did play in the CFL. I believe he played for the Toronto Argonauts. Out of Notre Dame, he was not drafted very well. And he went and refined his skills in the CFL for at least a couple years before, I believe he might have been tempted to do some WFL stuff, and then he became Billy Kilmer's clipboard holder with the Redskins. 2nd and 8. McDaniel on a medium slant. Theismann will throw it. He has time. He's got McDaniel open at the 22, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. So that's the right play, 38 yards, the longest catch of the year for John McDaniel. And the Redskins are on the board. That's 6. So Theismann corrects himself. And so Mark Mosley will connect with the extra point. 5:53 to go in the first half. Mosley boots it up, straight, true, and good. So we got ourselves a football game. 5:53 to go in the first half. Dallas 10, Washington 7. Someone spoke to me sharply last night, Al, in a comment in an old baseball game. Let's see. So Mosley will kick this from his own 35. He's going to go with the wind here, and it's Johnson is back at his 8. And Dallas will not return it from 7 yards deep. So Danny White and company sets up at the 20-yard line. Al has an autographed helmet from Steve Grogan, and he wore 14 in high school. 14 is one of my favorite numbers, but it has nothing to do with Mr. Grogan. It has something to do with the former left fielder for the Boston Red Sox. I hear all accounts that Steve Grogan is a very good guy. Dorsett off tackle right, 1st and 10 from the 20. Gets a little bit of room before Brooks knocks him down. Perry Brooks with a tackle at the 23, and it'll be 2nd and 7 for Dallas. Dorsett 11 carries, 62 yards. They've run 32 plays here in the first half. Newhouse. Trap right. On 2nd and 7 from the 23, gets it across the 25. It's a first down. Curtis with the tackle. And Dallas is just massaging them on the ground. 21 carries for 95 yards. That's an average of 4.5. I might have been able to figure that out without it telling me on the screen. We go under 5 minutes. Dorsett in the short flat. White has time. He's got Dorsett at the 28. Dorsett gets across the 35. Dusick corners him. After Scott missed a tackle, it's a gain of 9. Spot the ball at the 40. 2nd and 1 for Dallas. They lead 10-7. Under 4 minutes to go. Second quarter. Medium fly to Tony Hill. White takes a huge drawback, and he loses the football. Bacon forces a fumble. Bacon gets the sack. Rafferty, the lineman, covers it up. And again, this is one of those situations where they miss Roger Staubach. White just doesn't have the experience of taking the NFL blitz, and Coy Bacon, just kind of like I did with Mullins, just ate it. So 3rd and 10 for Dallas from their own 31. And so Butch Johnson, we need a 10-yard play. We'll try a medium hitch. Preston Pearson is a setback. He throws. Johnson has it. First down and more. 45-50. 46-yard line. Williams, Gerald Williams, with his first tackle of the game. And Butch Johnson comes out. Well, he'll stay in there. 3 minutes to go. So Washington thought they had Dallas pinned, and they got away. Preston Pearson, a short one in the flat. And again, Dallas kind of goes the wrong way with it. Pearson. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, they give him a yard. They'll give him a yard. Dusick spouts him out of bounds. And so that's not what you wanted to do. Thanks, Dave. I'm a little more verbose than Summerall. But thank you. All right, so Dorsett and Newhouse in the backfield. Hill and Pearson the wide receivers. Dupree the tight end. Clock stop. 2-minute warning coming up. 10-7 Dallas. 2nd and 9. Dorsett off tackle left. You could pretty much run a free play here. He gets it across the 45. McClinton with a tackle after a gain of 4. And as you can tell the graphic on the screen, well, we are simulcasting on Al's radio network. That puts Tony Dorsett over 1,000 yards in 1978 on 269 carries. 3.7 a touch and 5 touchdowns. And the crowd here at Texas Stadium takes a big standing ovation for Dorsett. So both the Heisman Trophy winners the last 2 years have gone over 1,000. And Dallas will take it to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 5 coming up. 10-7 Dallas from the Washington 41. Dupree. Short cross. White to throw it. And, oh, Houston got a piece of that. And so White has thrown it 16 times, but it's not because the offense isn't working well. It's just that they've had the ball so long. They have held the ball 20 minutes and 45 seconds here in the first half. Washington has had it for 7 minutes and 19 seconds. And so that's why White has thrown as much as he has. And it's 4th and 5 from the 41. And White We'll pooch it. So White gets it off the side of his foot, and Washington should get decent field position at the 17. So that's exactly what they wanted to do. Washington has 2 timeouts at the 17 and the trail by a field goal. 1:50 left. Theismann and company come back on. Johnny talks about, yeah, I prefer the old Patriot helmets too, Johnny. But I like the uniforms they had in the early 90s. Yep, he was the punter. He was a good punter. So Washington needs, let's see, 53 yards, I would think, in the next 1:50. They can tie this up on a field goal. Danny Buggs. Medium cross from Theismann, who is flushed out of the pocket immediately, and Harvey Martin knocks it loose, and Harvey Martin's going to knock it down. Bob Bruning is going to pick it up and score. So let's watch the replay of that. Harvey Martin is the one that knocked Joe Theismann down, and out went the ball, and there it was. Bob Bruning picked it up and waltzed in for the touchdown. You see the sack, and it was out before you could realize it. So Septien comes out for the extra point, and Dallas is now up 17-7. So give Bruning 15 yards on that fumble recovery. What a mistake. So of Dallas's 17 points, 14 have come off of turnovers. The defense has a touchdown, and then White generated a touchdown from short field position. The Redskins haven't played terribly, but they can't hang on the football. This will be returned. Septien gets it away. Taken at the 7 to the 20, 25-30. And knocked down by Brown at the 36. That's Tony Green, the kickoff returner. So still, 2 timeouts, ball at the 36. And again, 20, 30, 34 yards they need for at least some points. 17-7 Dallas. Thomas on a short flat. Dallas blitzes. Theismann in trouble. Thomas dropped it. Thomas was wide open, and he flat out dropped it. You can't sugarcoat that. They were all lasered in on Theismann. They blitzed 3. It was a delayed blitz, and it's 2nd and 10. Riggins on the dive. Let's see if they can make something happen. And no, Dallas read that all the way. Stalls with the tackle at the 38. And Dallas gives Washington a favor, does them a favor, because they call timeout. They have 2 left. 3rd and 8 for Washington. From their own 38-yard line. Thompson, the 3rd receiver. McDaniel. They need 8, huh? Medium hitch to John McDaniel. Dallas blitzes. Theismann throws, and McDaniel couldn't get there. They blitzed 4. And Theismann thought he had him, but he overthrew him just a touch. And Washington is forced to punt. And as Al correctly says, White led the Cowboys to 3 straight NFC title games. However, they lost all 3. The Eagles in 80, the 49ers in, I think, the best pro football game ever played in 81, and the Redskins in 82. And you are absolutely correct. You know, the other thing, Al, was that they were all on the road. The Eagles had about 20-0 at the Vet. The 49ers, of course, that game was at Candlestick. And the Redskins salted my new Amazon thingy. Like that one, didn't you? What's your favorite football team, Amazon? What's your favorite football team? And the Redskins salted that one away late in 82. Oh, I think I'm going to get a note here. Amazon, what's my note?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
What's my message? Amazon, what is my message?
No messages from today. For earlier ones, go to the Alexa app. By the way, there is one notification. To hear it, ask me to read your notification.
Amazon, read my notification.
One new notification from Big Sky. Winter weather advisory issued by the National Weather Service in Burlington, Vermont. To hear the full alert, just ask Big Sky. What's the alert?
Thank you. All right, so she's not cooperating. She got it. She got it. I got that for myself for my birthday, and it's wonderful. All right, so I didn't mean to break the immersion. So Washington is forced to punt, and somehow this little doohickey here thinks I'm saying something else besides Washington. Mike Bragg will punt, and Dallas will let this roll from the 15-yard line. And it will roll dead at the 16. Johnny B says Skynet will rise. They are fun. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. But you got to take care of those notifications in your sleep, or else it'll blink all night long. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, 17-7, minute 6 to go, first half. Let's see what they do here. Dorsett will come out. Laidlaw will come in for Dorsett. Laidlaw on a dive from the 15, and he is stood up at the 17 by Dusek. It's a gain of 2, and Dallas will just going to let this one run out to end the first half. Laidlaw on a sweep to the right from the 17, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage by McDowell. No gain, and so that's the end of the first half. It'll be Washington football. They need some help. It's 17-7 Dallas. I'm going to stop right here for a minute because my wife has got things that she needs to do. So you're going to see the logo, and I'm going to mute, and then I'll be right back in one moment. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put up the box score, but I'm going to mute this for 1 second. This is the Retro Sports Network, Tuesday game of the week. All right, so now that I'm done doing that business, it looks like I've had some drop frames. I wonder if Thingamabobber, when she activated, did something she wasn't supposed to do. Okay, and so here it comes. Washington has a win here to start the second half. At 20 miles an hour, Septien kicking into it off the side of his foot, taken by one of the upmen at the 10, 15, 20, 25, stopped right there by Hughes. It's Forte. Ike Forte with a 14-yard return, and Washington will start from the 24. I don't know why I'm dropping frames, but I'm dropping a lot of them. Hold on. That's not good. I'm getting nothing for bit rate. Am I still dropping? I'm dropping frames. Hold on 1 second. We're going to start this thing again. Well, I think that seems to have fixed the problem. Sorry about that. So we are back. After that, I don't know what was going on. It just screws up with the audio when you play it back later. Did that with the Philadelphia New England game, but I think whatever machine here on the bed set off, it caused some frames to drop, and my bit rate dropped down from the normal 6,000 down to 2,000. All right. Anyway, with all that technical mumbo jumbo out of the way, 1st and 10 for the Redskins. They need to hold on to the football. Riggins. Sweep left. Theismann gives it to him. There's a flag down. Riggins gets it to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Holding offense number 74.
And it's on the right tackle start. And so Washington will start again 1st and 20 from their 14. 2 tight end set. Riggins on a dive play from the 14. He gets it to the 20. He gets hit by Bruning after a gain of 8. And so Riggins ran for 110 last week on 26 carries. This week, it's 9 carries for 32. And so 2nd and 12 for Washington from their own 22. They're going to stay in the double tight end set. Thomas off tackle right from the 22, and he gets it to the 26 before Harvey Martin makes the tackle. 3rd and 8 for Washington. Riggins comes out. Thomas is the running back. And he'll go out as a wide receiver. So it's 4 receivers for Theismann. And we need, what, 8? Okay. Medium slant for Mike Thomas. Theismann by himself, and he's in all sorts of trouble immediately. And Bruning knocks him down for a loss of 3. So that's not what you wanted. And Washington is forced to punt. Again, another 3-and-out drive. Jack Pardee is not happy. Mike Bragg stands at his 8. This is a winnable game for Washington. Oh, the crowd likes this. What's going to happen? Taken at the 25 and fumbled and recovered by Martin. So Lorch smashed Butch Johnson, but Harvey Martin picked up the fumble right away. So Washington thought they might have had something. 12:39 first half, or 3rd quarter. And back comes Dorsett. Dorsett and Newhouse, the running backs. Hill and Pearson, the wide receivers. Dupree, the tight end. Dorsett off tackle right from the 26, and he gets it to the 28-yard line before Brooks makes the tackle. 2nd and 8 for Dallas. Their first possession in the second half. White, 10 for 16 in the first half with an interception and a touchdown. Drew Pearson on a medium slant. White to throw it. Washington blitzes. He finds Pearson for a first down across the 40, 45. McClinton with a tackle after a gain of 18. Spotted at the 46. 3 catches for Pearson for 45 yards. And so Dallas, again, in the middle of the field, into the wind. Newhouse. Off tackle right from the 46. Gets a block across midfield into Washington territory. First down and taken down by Mike Curtis after a gain of 15. Ball at the 39-yard line of Washington. Dorsett trap right from the DC 39, and McDowell stops him for a 1-yard loss. They keyed on Dorsett, and they delivered. And Rayfield Wright, the right tackle, made the bad block. So 2nd and 11 for Dallas from the Washington 40. Dorsett pitch left. Wow, look at those numbers. 7.9 average. This should be fun. Dorsett from the 40, 35-30, first down, and he gets it inside to the 25-yard line before Jake Scott, the free safety, makes the tackle. Herbert Scott made the right guard, ripped open a huge hole. And so Dallas has it 1st and 10, a fresh set from the Washington 25. They lead 17-7. So a long slant to Hill. White rolls right. He dumps it down to Dorsett, incomplete. 8:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Dorsett wants a breather. So Larry Brinson will come in. So Brinson and Newhouse in the backfield. And Brinson will take it off tackle left on 2nd and 10. From the Redskin 25, he gets a little bit of room before Dave Butts makes a tackle after a gain of 3. 3rd and 7 for Dallas. Preston Pearson comes in. 3 wide receivers for Dallas. Johnson is the 3rd receiver. Short flat to Pearson. On 3rd and 7, White throws. Pearson has it at 26 to the 20. He gets a first down and a little bit more. It's a gain of 9. Dusek knocks him down at the 13. Hi, Dave. How are you? Yeah, I mean, the Redskins have not been their own best friends today, Johnny, by any stretch. How you doing, Mr. Little? So it's Preston Pearson and Robert Newhouse in the backfield as Tony Dorsett takes his breather. And Newhouse will sweep it to the near side from the Washington 13. He gets to the line of scrimmage and a couple yards, and Preston Pearson's hurt. And so Laidlaw comes back in. 2nd and 8. Clock stop 7:34 in the 3rd quarter. 17-7 Dallas here on Thanksgiving Day. So short slant to Dupree. White looks around, waits. He's going to run it himself inside the 10. He's going to get 4 yards. Thanks for the kind words, Dave. So 3rd and 4, White scrambles for 4, and Dallas has it on the 7. It's 69 degrees. Septien into the wind. This has an 81% chance, so Johnny's right. The Redskins need to hold him here. 3rd and 4. Tony Hill on a short cross. White looks, throws. He's got Hill, and he has a touchdown. Washington blitzed. White saw it, threw it fast. So the 5-minute and 45-second drive results in a touchdown. So here comes Septien for the extra point. And he hits it to the right side and good. Pearson's available for Dallas. Washington has its work cut out for it. 6:54 to go in the 3rd. 24-7 Dallas. And remember, if you didn't catch the pregame, and I'm afraid now this video might be an absolute mess because I had the drop frames. Dallas wins the division. Dallas gets best record. Dallas gets home field in the NFC with a win. Washington needs this win to stay in front of Philadelphia to host the wild card game. Next Tuesday, Dallas and New England from Foxborough, the only teams in the NFL with 10 wins, will go at it. Is this a Super Bowl preview? Find out Tuesday at noon. Thursday, San Diego and Kansas City. That's this Thursday. For first place in the AFC West. So Septien boots it away. taken at the 9. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. No flat. Oh, of course there is. All coming back. It's coming back. Tony Green had it to midfield. And instead, they're going to spot it at the 8. That is a 40-yard penalty. And not what the Redskins needed. The Diesel sweep left. And Riggins gets it across to the 10. Jones with a tackle right there. 2nd and 8. I don't know what Theismann has up his sleeve. But he's got to do something, and he's got to do something on this series. Medium slant to Bugs. Theismann has time. He waits. He can't find Bugs. Aaron Kyle played great defense on him. He didn't interfere, but he didn't make it easy. And they had Riggins keyed. So 3rd and 8 for Washington. Thomas and Harmon come out. No tight end. Actually, Thomas will slip as a blocking back. Harmon on a short flat. They're going to try it. 3rd and 8 from the DC 10. Theismann is blitzed by the kitchen sink. Finds Harmon at the 8. To the 10, 15. First down at work. 25, 30. Benny Barnes knocks him out at the 30-yard line. A gain of 20. So Clarence Harmon saves the Redskins, at least for this series, and gets them a crucial first down. Theismann is 4 for 10 for 70 yards. Riggins is back in. And they'll go off tackle left from the DC 30, and he gets it to the 32 before Charlie Waters makes the play. 2nd and 8 for Washington. And yeah, Johnny, they're not having a good day. Considering that Dallas had to beat him on a walk-off touchdown in their first game. You can find it here on the tube. McDaniel on a medium slant. Theismann back, has time, he waits. He's got McDaniel by midfield. It's a first down into Dallas territory. Benny Barnes knocks him down at the 19-yard line. After a gain of 19. They're at the Dallas 49. Clock under 5. Rigo, trap left. And he gets a couple yards before Harvey Martin, and I mean just 2, makes the stop. So 12 carries for 38 yards for Riggins. Under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hope your turkey leftovers still taste good and that you still want them, and you haven't bought too much pizza yet. Thomas on a short out. Theismann looking to just be creative. He waits. He's got... Oh, no. He had Thomas open and didn't hit him. And so Theismann is now 5 for 12 for 89 yards. 3rd and 8. And again, Harmon comes in. Thomas a blocking back. They're going to run that short flat to Harmon again. Theismann has time, and he can't connect with Harmon, so the Redskins will have to punt from their own 47, or from the Dallas 47. And because of that, they're going to have to do a sideline punt. They don't want the touchback. They want to pin Dallas as deep as they can. So Bragg gets a good one. Dallas will let this one roll from inside the 10-yard line. You're eating leftovers. I got leftovers for dinner. Flag is down. It rolls dead at the 12, and they pick the flag up. So Dallas will start this drive from their own 12-yard line. 3:33 to go in the 3rd. That sounds like a nice record. It's Dallas 24, Washington 7. We'll be back after I take a drink. So Danny White stands at his own 12. It's amazing how much clearer I sound after wetting my whistle. Dorsett will sweep it left to the near side from the 12. And Washington had that one read all the way. Coy Bacon knocks him down at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 3, and the Redskins finally get something to go their way. So 2nd and 13 for Dallas from their own 9. And Robert Newhouse will go on the dive. And he gets it to the 9-yard line. Dusick with the tackle. They'll spot it at the 10. It's a generous spot. And so now you're going to put White on the shadow of his own end zone to make a throw. Short cross to Drew Pearson. White from his 3. He throws. Pearson has it. He is not short of a first down. He makes the catch. It's a gain of 7. Gerald Williams with a tackle. And so Dallas is forced to punt. Washington did what it had to do. And Dallas will punt into this win. So Washington should get decent field position. Danny White back to punt. As said earlier, for a few years, he was the quarterback and the punter. Green will field this. And White got a good punt off. Green fields this at the 45 of Washington into Dallas territory and tackled after a gain of 10 at the Dallas 47. So 43 was the field, was where he caught it. 47 at Dallas is where it was tackled. Henderson with a stop. Minute 32 to go. Washington trailing 24-7. Bugs on a medium hitch. Dallas blitzes. Theismann looking. He throws for Riggins, incomplete. Dallas blitzed 1, and Bob Bruning hurried him. After 79, Dave, Staubach's last regular season game was actually to beat the Redskins to win the division. So 79 next year. Yep, as Al says that. 2nd and 10 for Washington. Thomas on a sweep to the right from the Cowboy 47. Cross the 45. He gets a little bit of a block. A gain of 4 before Larry Cole will make the stop at the Dallas 43. 3rd and 6. McDaniel on a short hitch. Theismann back to throw it. And Bugs has it at the 30. First down and more. 25-20, 15-10, 5, and that's 6. That's a touchdown. The Redskins needed it, and he got it. That's Danny Bugs' first catch of the game, and it's a 43-yard touchdown catch. So it's 24-13. 29 seconds to go. Mosley hits it. And so Washington, despite playing one of the worst games you possibly can against the Dallas Cowboys, is within a shot. 29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Thanks, Johnny, for watching. It is Dallas 24, Washington 14. And as Al says, the Rams beat him in the playoffs in Dallas in 1979. Ferragamo to Tom Waddy on a slant touchdown in the closing minutes, or else Dallas would have hosted Tampa Bay in the 1979 NFC Championship game. And Dallas will not return this. Mosley was so excited he put it 8 yards deep in the end zone. So Dallas is into the win. 29 seconds left. They lead in the 3rd. They lead by 10, 24-14. Newhouse off tackle left from the 20, and Washington stands that. Bacon made sure he got nothing. 9 tackles for Bacon. And after 3, Dallas now has the win. Dallas 24, Washington 14. So 2nd and 10 for Dallas. Dorsett off tackle right. And he gets to the 22 before Brooks knocks him down. A gain of 2. So Washington's defense is now starting to stiffen. And now White will have to throw again. Medium hitch to Tony Hill. Washington blitzes. White doesn't see it. Takes off. He gets across the 20. Dusek with a tackle. It's a gain of 2. And Brad Dusek has 10 tackles today. The good news is for Washington is they forced the punt. The bad news is Dallas is into the wind. Or Dallas has the wind. White will boom this. Green stands at his 32 and fields it right there, 35-40, and is hit by Stalls after 11-yard gain. So Washington trailing by 10, 13:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Thanksgiving evening, the Redskins have their work cut out for them, but they have the win and a good field goal kicker in Mosley. It's just 2 scores. Reagans, trap left from the 40, and he gets the legs moving. Too Tall Jones makes a tackle at the 43. A gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Clock running. Fugit on a short cross. Theismann has time. He's got Fugit for a first down and more at midfield. He gets into Dallas territory, and D.D. Lewis makes a tackle at the 42. So a good pass by Theismann on a game that he's been shaky. Don't let those 147 yards fool you. 2 of those came on touchdown passes from about this part of the field. Riggins, off tackle left from the Dallas 42. He gets it across the 40 and more. First down. Riggins drags Bob Bruning down at the 31 after a first down. And so Washington is quickly getting into field goal range. Under 12 minutes to go. Come on. Clarence Harmon comes in for Thomas. And Harmon will run a trap to the right on 1st and 10 from the 31. He gets it across the 30. Lewis with a tackle at the 28. How you doing, OG? Devin in the house. 2nd and 7 from the 28. And what's Theismann going to do? He's looking. He backs out of that idea. And he'll go Riggins off tackle to the left. Riggins to the 25 and more. Tackled by Bruning at the 24. It's a gain of 4, 3rd and 3. And now you're at a field goal flip here for Mosley. First down would help the Redskins considerably. 7 tackles for Bruning, and Riggins 15 carries for 56 yards. Harmon. Pitch to the left. On 3rd and 3. And that's that's not the right call. He got 1. But Ed Jones makes the big tackle at the 23. So Mosley says, yeah, I'll try it from 40. It's a 50-50 shot. Kuzio will hold. Kuzio will snap, rather. Theismann will hold. Mosley is ready. From 40 yards. Good snap, good hold. Mosley nails it. And so it's a 1-touchdown game. It was low, but it crossed the bar the right way. And with 9:14 to go, it's Dallas 24, Washington 17. And here's the scoring summary. Dallas scored on their first possession, Septien with a field goal. Danny White, after a short field possession, hit Drew Pearson on a touchdown pass. Then Washington, Theismann to McDaniel to make it 10-7. Dallas got an insurance touchdown at the end of the first half. Bruning on a 15-yard fumble recovery. So Dallas had 2 scores off of Washington turnovers. White hit Tony Hill from 7 yards after a long drive to make it 24-7. But back come the Redskins. Theismann hit Bugs for a 43-yard touchdown. And just as you just saw, Mosley from 40 yards makes it a 1-score game. And so, indeed, the Redskins are on the comeback trail. Mosley gets it away. They are kicking into the wind. Dallas will field this on the goal line to the 10, and that's about it. Hamburger makes the tackle. Johnson is stopped at the 12-yard line. And Tom Landry is beside himself on the sideline. 9:08 to go in a one-score game. And if you just joined us, Danny White is playing for an injured Roger Staubach. Staubach got hurt last week against New Orleans, and so this is White's game. He's done all right, 14 of 21 for 146, but the Redskins defense has shown some teeth. Dorsett pitched to the near side on 1st and 10 from the 12, and Washington read that one. Oh my goodness, Coy Bacon knocked him down for a 5-yard loss. And that is his 10th tackle today. So 2nd and 15. And you can see the Redskins on their sideline rubbing their hands together. They might get the magic turkey leg. White. Medium slant to Hill. He stands in his own end zone. Washington does not blitz. White will scramble. White gets it to the 10. And it's a gain of 5. Dave Butts with the tackle at the 12. I might have been wrong about White's scrambling abilities. He's done it a couple times. He has 3 carries for 11 yards. So 3rd and 10. And Dallas needs a first down. Dorsett in the short flat. White has time. He's got Dorsett at the 9. And that's going to be about it. Dusek with a tackle right at the line of scrimmage, and Dallas is forced to punt. And Dave Little is right. The Redskins are on the comeback trail. Halfway through the 4th quarter. White from his end zone, and it's blocked. It is blocked. It is recovered by Bacon, and we are now a 1-point game. Coy Bacon recovered a block punt by Dave Butts. And there are thousands of Thanksgiving dinners in the state of Texas that have just turned ice cold. Here's the replay. White, he just never had a chance. The Redskins played for the block all the way, and White heard footsteps. Couldn't get the snap. Butts got a piece of it, and Bacon rolled on it. And for that, you can smell the filet mignons cooking all the way along the belt line. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. I meant the beltway. We have a belt line. Washington has a beltway. And all of a sudden, it is 24-24. We have a tie game. There you see it, boys and girls. 6:52 left. Washington has scored 17 unanswered points. Dallas is going to clinch a playoff spot regardless today. But Washington with a win could be within 2 with 3 weeks left. Mosley kicks it away. Taken at the 4 to the 10, 20, 27-yard line. Curtis with a tackle. Johnson on the return. So 6:46 to go. And again, there aren't many fingernails in the Metroplex left. So Dorsett and Newhouse, the running backs. Hill and Pearson, the wide receivers. Dupree, the tight end. And Danny White is just shaking to himself. He doesn't know what to do. This lead is gone. Dorsett on a sweep to the right. And he gets it to the 27. McDowell with the tackle. That's been the big difference. Washington's run defense has tightened up. They aren't getting anything. And they're not going to force Danny White to beat him. 2nd and 10. Short hitch to Dupree. White waits. He's waiting for a receiver. He doesn't have anybody. He wanted Newhouse, but Washington covered. And so it's 24-24. 3rd and 10. 6:07 left. Dallas from their own 27. Medium hits to Tony Hill. White is blitzed, and he tries to, it's tipped. The pass is tipped at the line by McDowell, and Dallas again is forced to punt. 3 and out for the Cowboys. On a dime, this game has changed. And so White, this time, will stand on his 12. Washington will not block this. They'll let it roll. Inside the 20. Well, inside the 25 anyway. It rolls dead at the 21. It's a punt of 52 yards, and Joe Theismann with 5:52 has a chance to give the Redskins the lead. An hour ago, I would have told you were nuts. Short hits to John McDaniel on first down. Theismann, quick throw, no. Nope. They were trying to take advantage, and that wasn't going to work. So Riggins will go trap left from the 21, and he gets to 25, 30, first down and more. John Riggins gets a huge hole, ripped, and he gets a gain of 13, and not crediting anyone with the hole. And so it's 1st and 10 for the Skins, 5 and change to go in the 4th from their own 34. Harmon on a short flat. Theismann to throw it. He waits. He throws. Bruning deflects it, but Harmon catches it. 35-40, first down and more. Bruning got a finger on it, and he had designs for 6. But Harmon reached behind him, got it, and ran it down the sideline. And instead of it being Dallas ball deep in Washington territory, 1st and 10 for the Skins from their own 48. What a finish this is turning out to be, huh? Under 5 minutes to go. I gotta take a drink. First and 10 from the Washington 48. What a pass! Riggins off tackle left. And he's held right there by Jones. No gain. 5th tackle for Tuttle. Washington, with the win, will go 9-4. They've had 300 yards a game in offense, and they give up 310. Today, they have 245 so far, and Dallas has a net of 276. 2nd and 10 for Washington. Trap left for Riggins. And he gets it to midfield. He gets a block. He gets it to the Dallas 45. Jones again with a tackle. A gain of 7. 18 carries for Riggins for 76 yards. Washington has 3rd and 3, and they are 4 of 10 on 3rd downs this afternoon. Two tight end set. Harmon. Off tackle left. And he can't get the first down. Randy White knocked him down after a gain of 1. 246. They are not in field goal range, and they're going into the wind. So Jack Pardee is thinking about it. What do you do here? If they have all 3 timeouts, they're going to punt. Mike Bragg hopes to set the Cowboys inside their deep. Cowboys are going to call for a fair catch. Bragg gets it off, and it'll be taken at the 8 as a flag down. They pick up the flag, spot the ball at the 7. Dallas has 2:18, all 3 timeouts, and the wind. They got 43, they need 63 yards. There's time, pitch to the left to Dorsett. Flag is down. Dorsett gets it across the 10.
Offsides. Defense.
But the Redskins are offside. Williams, the cornerback. And it'll be 1st and 5 for Dallas with 2:12 to go. They're thinking it. They're going to bomb one to Tony Hill. White Under pressure. Can't find the receiver. Second down. Favorable call. They were keying Dorsett. You got to try it. Trap left to Robert Newhouse. 2-minute warning coming after this. And he gets it across the 15. Butts with the tackle at the 16. It's 3rd and 1. And there's 2 minutes to go in regulation. Dallas 3 plays, 9 yards. But it's 3rd down, and Dallas doesn't want to punt from down here if they don't have to, because you're going to give Washington the chance to win the ball game. The touchdown, Dave, came on a blocked punt. Coy Bacon blocked it, or Coy Bacon got it. Dave Butts blocked it, and Washington is all tied up. So big 3rd down call here. Dupree on a medium cross. Washington blitzes. White looking, gonna scramble. He's got it. Maybe. McDowell, yep. Gain of 2. Dallas goes hurry up. 1st and 10. Drew Pearson on a medium hitch. White will throw it. Pearson's got it. 1st down across the 30. Or to the 30. It's a gain of 12. 1:34 to go. As I said, they need 20, 50, 60 yards, I would think. 94 seconds. Clock running. Fly to Tony Hill. White. Gonna run. Nope, he's gonna go back. He's going backwards. What the hell is he doing? He fumbles it. Curtis picks it up, and Washington scores! McClinton picked it up. It was a botched snap. They botched the snap. McClinton picked it up and scored. Washington scores. They lead. What a comeback. White just never picked it up. And you'll see McClinton come through here at the 25, and they score. The extra point is coming. Mosley boots it through. 1:17 left. There is no Staubach, and Danny White has blown this game. No doubt about it. A 29-yard fumble recovery. The Redskins defense has scored 14 points in the 4th quarter. And yeah, an unbelievable double holy cow is right, Al. My word. What a finish. And so there are 60,000 people here in Irving, Texas, stunned beyond belief. Mosley boots it. What? It's a squib kick. What are you doing? Dallas has it at the 40-yard line. Dallas wasn't going to return that. They have 1:10. And Al has mentioned he has pooped himself, and that is right. Devin, I am okay with anything going wrong for Dallas. Dallas will have clinched a playoff spot, but they will not have clinched the division. This is a stunner. 1:10, 3 timeouts, and 60 yards. Pearson on a medium cross. Washington blitzes White, and he's going to run. He's going to get a little bit of room. Butts with the tackle. It's a gain of 3. White's here in footsteps. Medium hitch to Hill. White has got to throw it. He rolls. He throws it. Lavender gets a hand on it, incomplete. 45 seconds to go. They'll go 3 wide. Out of the gun, Dorsett lines up as a wide receiver. He's up on the far side there. 45 seconds left. They're obviously in 4-down territory. Dorsett. Medium slant to Dorsett is the call. White, there's a flag down, and he's going to scramble. He's going to be short of the 1st down. 6-yard gain.
Number 79, 5-yard penalty.
But Bacon moved early and made contact. So 37 seconds left. Oh my goodness. The crowd smells a pick six. White, same deal. Dorsett lines up as a wide receiver. Johnson, medium cross. White, again, is he going to throw it? Nope, Butts is going to get in there for the sack. A loss of 5. And with 33 seconds left, Dallas is forced to call a timeout. 4th and 7. Nobody's blocking. Everybody's out wide. Dupree to the near side. Dorsett to the far side. 4th and 7. Medium slant to Dorsett. White has got to throw it. He does. Ducek intercepts. It's not a pick six, but it's a W for DC. Brad Ducek has locked down the win. His 3rd interception, and the Redskins on Thanksgiving Day, no less, have pulled the upset of upsets. Dallas is going to be 11-2. And Theismann will just run draw plays to Riggins until the timeouts run out. Dallas makes a stop, no gain. What a game period. And Dave Little was right. They came back on the comeback trail and won. And it was their defense. Butson, as Riggins gets a gain of 4 there. Dallas is out of timeouts. Doesn't matter if it was a 6. For Washington, it's a win. And Theismann will just roll with it. And that's it. The Washington Redskins have pulled the upset. They were down 24-7 here in the 4th quarter. And they win by the score of 31-24. 24 unanswered points by Dallas, or by Washington, starting with the Theismann pass to Buggs, the Mosley field goal, and then the defense took over. A blocked Danny White punt by Dave Butts that Coy Bacon recovered and scored, and then McClinton on the botch snap. All right, thanks, Al. Thanks, Dave. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Thursday, San Diego and Kansas City. You can't get better than this. I'll talk to you then.